You have spent years climbing, fueled by the promise that the view from the summit would change everything. You finally reached the peak today. But as you stand there, the expected rush of triumph is replaced by a cold, hollow silence. The achievement feels like a flickering shadow. Suddenly, the world around you begins to glitch. The majestic landscape stutters, revealing a gray, static-filled void beneath the surface of reality. This is the summit trap. When the brain runs out of things to conquer, it starts to cannibalize its own sense of purpose and peace. Your identity has been anchored in the struggle for so long that without a mountain to climb, you feel like you are disappearing. To understand why this happens, we have to look into the neural pathways that have driven your success until this very moment. In the brain of a high achiever, dopamine isn't about reward. It's about the chase. Your mind is hardwired to seek the next spike. But those bright spikes of dopamine eventually lead into dark, hollow tunnels. The high of success is always followed by a neurological crash. You become addicted to the struggle. You fight shadows of problems that no longer exist just to feel the familiar tension of effort. This scarcity mindset tells you that if you aren't hurting, you aren't growing. It's a loop that keeps you trapped in perpetual motion. But you have reached a ceiling. Not a physical one, but a neural glass ceiling that prevents you from experiencing the peace you've earned. The mountain you spent years climbing is starting to dissolve. The very foundation of who you thought you were is breaking apart. This is the identity collapse. It feels like falling, but it is actually the process of becoming something far more expansive than a climber. Your form becomes fluid. The rigid identity of the struggler is melting away, making room for a new architecture of the self. In this space between who you were and who you will become, there is no gravity. There is only the potential of the void. We must reprogram the brain to understand that peace is not dangerous. Peace is the laboratory where true creation begins. The climber evolves, no longer fighting the environment but becoming part of it. This is the emergence of the creator. The creator does not climb mountains to prove worth. The creator sits in a cosmic library of ideas, harvesting fuel from the stillness. You are learning to use your energy not for survival, but for expansion. The brain is finally settling into its new, higher frequency. Now you stand at a new horizon. It is not a summit to be conquered, but an infinite expanse to be explored. This is your sacred space. Here, reality is not something that happens to you, but something that manifests through you. Success was never the destination. It was the training ground that taught you how to breathe in the thin air of greatness. Do not fear the emptiness. It is not a hole to be filled, but a canvas for the mystery of your next life. You are no longer a prisoner of your own drive. You are the architect of your peace. Success is not a prison.